In the beginning there was
In the
nothing.
beginning, there was nothing.
All was darkness.
All was
Say.
darkness. Say.
There was nothing at all.
There was nothing at all.
Only the mother.
Only the mother.
She was Aluna.
She
was
Aluna.
pure thought without form.
She was pure thought.
She began to
without
think.
form.
The mother conceived the world in the darkness.
The mother conceived the world in the darkness.
She conceived us as ideas,
conceived us as
we
ideas.
think out a house before we begin to make it real.
She spun the thread.
She spun the thread,
Spinning us all in the story.
spinning us all in the story,
Creating us.
creating us in thought.
And then came the light.
And then came
And then came the light, and the world was real.
I first met Shibalatu when he was 50. I was 48. He's 70 now. Around 20,000 Kogi live here, the heartland. They have no wheel, no writing, and do not welcome strangers. They believe their job is to take care of the world. Shibalata is called a mama. It means enlightened. He's training his daughter, who uses the name Francisca. The mamas said they wanted to work with me because the world is sick and dying, and we have to understand that. They decided to abandon centuries of caution and warn us. I came to the Sierra Nevada in 1988. Alan Herrera working for the BBC. The Mamas said they wanted to send out a message.
I'm here. We all are here to give a warning.
The animals die, the trees dry up, people become ill. Many new illnesses will appear. There will be no cure or medicine for them.
They say that we mutilate the world because we do not remember the Great Mother.
That unless we do something, the world is coming to an end.
He has destroyed so much. Does he see? No. Understand? No. Start to understand, or what will happen? Right, that's it.
Then they waited, watched, and listened to nature.
A major earthquake hit Japan.
A severe respiratory disease called SARS has broken out.
Searing droughts, epic floods.
ماشي قبل أزواج مشتاق ده هنقق أغزق نيوي طب شغل يوبا أنا أغزق نيوي سينز واسينز نعم أقهي هنا لوزي هناني أبي أخشى نقهناني هي تابع خنيه أجي سلا لانقول خنقنا هي نوم نيه أجي سلا لانقول خنقنا كل واحد في خنقه
شنو نالجن هاي سيجوي هاي سواما قوتشق شنو نالجن هاي صحيقة ميبوي
Ai, Fransai, Ajucaia, e quase enganando o dito. Ai, parecerente, Ajucaia, e quase enganando o dito.
I'd stayed in touch for 20 years, but not been summoned before. In the meantime, I'd retired. I had no BBC helicopter, and a Kogi had learned to use a camera. They wanted to show our scientists the way nature interconnects, so together we constructed a plan.
Hello?
Oh, hello. This is Alan Herrera.
Yes, hello there.
I'm phoning to confirm our order for thread.
Right, okay. Where will you want it delivered to?
This is something I need to discuss with the Indians. There is a real possibility that they may come to you to collect it.
this the civilized world. It's a sort of joke. Here they have no address, no documents, no identity. They speak no Spanish, have no signatures. For them, shoes would break the connection between humans and the earth. Without shoes, you're not allowed to board a plane.
I think we're going to need 400 kilometers of gold thread.
400 kilometers, yes, okay, fair enough. Is that a fairly precise amount?
There's no way of being really precise about it, is there? I think the question is, how long is a piece of string?
Do come through and let me show you the machine that's made this gold thread, which I've made for you here. Now the thread is made by pushing a core yarn through a pipe here, and the wire laps around it, and it runs onto a reel at the bottom here.
Haba, Guchak, Kasak, She, Kalguashanga, Hadas Ranguanga, Hadashukuanga, Nivun Kajani, Shibaksak Shagunanani, Nukane, Shizangake, Amak Aksha, Wakush Nilakana, Nanki, Kiga Hoja Kanjak.
It all seems so obvious to them. Places are linked by a black thread of invisible thought. Gold is linked to Aluna, it never decays. But what's that to us? We arranged a meeting with a world-renowned astronomer to see if the Kogi picture of the universe can make sense as science.
I'd like to begin by asking the Kogi view of the world, how large it is and its form.
Ne, I can't hear Mokwe. Nahi, Ikivenga, I had him Hamesgutuka. Say, Hate say, I'll negate Hate say. Negachiga, have a say.
Their picture of the universe is never going to be yours.
No, because I have seen things that they couldn't possibly imagine.
But then what you talk about are things that the rest of the normal human race can't imagine.
It's not that complicated.
Well, I hear the words dark energy.
Ah, well, dark energy is a recent discovery.
When you say dark energy, what are you talking about?
It's a property probably of space that we haven't yet understood, that makes the universe accelerate. And it's a mystery at the moment.
But it fills all space?
It fills all space. It could take another 100 years before we really finally understand what's going on.
iku kagune ay hay kaga akawa magwe iku kagune amma hay hatan yatain ka sakha rumaya amma iku kana nasan hay eswama hatan pa ku chi wa kama gitsha rumaya amma chekwe enyeki agunga zaiga.
And these nodes are intersections with the material world and the darkness, is that right? I'm trying to understand whether the Kogi can grasp the idea of learning something new from an instrument like a telescope, the concept of discovery.
I think that their notion of acquiring knowledge is the opposite of ours. I think our notion is that each generation knows more than the one before. And theirs is that each generation knows less than the one before.
No sangues na khe shinanalji tohe ay jiktina chapana I tungwa sungze na hizna ka hekine tungwa sungze saka eka ay makia tawa han hagi tung ay gwasungze nugne chinila kana henki na hiki hekina koy ne au nas ki tung hana heni iki hata hen chik kiyana abahana na koy heni Aluna ji hekine ma heki ne nizangu na ay tungwa sungze.
Here he is in London learning completely new things that he couldn't possibly have imagined in his village. Most people would say that experience changes you, you know, maybe irreversibly. But I don't get that impression looking at the Mama. I get the impression that he has a vision and his purpose is to tell us that vision, and that's why he's here. What we see through the telescope, so this is a picture of a small part of the sky, and what we see is lots of systems of stars that we couldn't see without the telescope.
And then let's see him.
That's a star, yeah. That's one. That is one star by itself. Mama has found the one star in this, a single isolated star in this picture straight away. That's right.
But we cannot see it.
Why couldn't we learn from them?
Ai Fransai akhiqaiga ikwajinga nangulika ai parecerente akhiqaiga ikwajinga nangulika
The Mamas set out to trace a black line along the shore, joining specific sites by the mouths of the rivers. These, they say, connect directly with locations on the mountain and are where they used to do their work before the modern world took over and changed things.
Enuk nature haba hate to hate.
The sites may have been destroyed, but that's the point of the journey. The gold thread will be laid. The hidden line will be revealed.
Zunkagaykun kanana ay swama sulbaka heka gazabika hukumaji navguji wanuka ay swama nauka heka wakakuha nekaiga ki hanye en yaga guga kuna laksa kukia pega pana hanye e nuksuzwa ekiga hen ijbe kazabika.
Eswama means place of authority. The Kogi believe that's how nature operates. Eswamas in the mountain have direct linkage to places on the shore. The Kogi told me before about token objects they exchanged between the mountain and the shore, but I'd thought this was symbolic.
Nasahai Libakaja Noxus Gapeka Zabi for the Habahanga Kasaga Aluna Shudamas and Kawashi Bunda Peka Zabi. Nasigiki Eni Sugi is also no Gochaka Eni Shulamana Jigonegateka Loka. Sigiki Nas Ekinana Sugi is a few layer Kaloka.
Higa hinga Aluna hangote hika zingaju nuka hangote.
Mixing the burned, crushed shells with water produces lime. That makes a paste in their mouths that Kogi men say connects them to the source of life. That paste is rubbed off the stick onto the top of the sugi.
Nogana Twajawa, the Sinuka a begetek logacheke, Aluna Eni Shudama Gagun, Nogana Twai, the Sukaloka, Kaltamba a go take church Shulama Kalte, Akajuka go take a loka.
Eni a Nugnes on Coina Suki. Arlekachinki Noxi. Gochekika nuka wakwadika kuka zuka achakwadika kuka khayujige bazingaji nukachi nokshi
I kiss one cut.
I have no guy.
I have a Kamata again.
Maybe in the Kinal Guan. Dovakos Guan, Washington Hade Yo Katsabi Hanane. Nay Hina Nazi Kayaki Mayla Kashangapana, Akipana, Nuk Akuchake, Kanapana, Guha.
Nasinga kihnya bega tsena nenya au aga gatsega tai jos nga bichakhe
amakhina khiga sabchak miya je sadzi no khaton khonki moko verde ki
Ay, ay, ay. Ya chaco shizay. Vebia.
Ay namag na dajamag je enka ay ama hana shamag nakhe. Ay je qakwamag nakhe. Twa. Ay znaka ay snahanguna na igana laki. Ay nagna ay ama khawish ko ama khawish ko. Toka ay znaka china na nadakane. Aqay enki hiki ne akogen. Aqane nadakane toki.
Why they want younger brother to see this? What is the point? What do you think younger brother will... How will this change younger brother? I don't understand.
To guche ay ungwe kana denki to ay kiga te iki akoje a chiga ke to ay gwabash gabani gabanam ne kage kiga te haki sha ko khaga bakalga arminga kinani adanya de tomshanga zunga tsakhe ay nu seginga ne mi haba ne gwa kwa makshi kiga te iki ko khaga gwa ko de jini kisaki ko da kwati eji au khazik wa shi ne la kana hangwina tomshanga kada.
I just can't see that what happens to one specific site is echoed in another miles away. But the Mamas say understanding that is the key to healing the world.
Dr. Camilo, you have been working as a doctor in the Sierra for many years. You have got to know the Kogi very well. You've learned a good deal about it.
Desde hace unos 35 años.
Are there things that you have seen a mama or mamas do that you have thought only a mama could do that?
Sí. Por ejemplo, hay un ejemplo que es la cuenca del río Huachaca, que fue una cuenca que fue deforestada por los cultivos ilícitos, después la ganadería se acabó prácticamente, hasta que se las entregaron al cuidado de los indígenas. Y no hace mucho, eso hace 20 años. Hoy en día, caminar uno en esa cuenca es una cosa completamente diferente a como era en ese entonces, que eran potreros, los ríos secándose. Hoy en día son bosques, animales otra vez hay en cantidad, el agua. Son cosas sorprendentes. El problema es que no son consecuencias inmediatas.
Jacinto, what is the plan for today's filming? What do you want to do?
Si vamos allá en ese sitio, los mamos van a estar conectados con los sitios sagrados de la parte alta.
I'm sure all this is very interesting for you. I thought that we were the Kogi wanted to explain that the world is dying because of our actions, and they wanted to make this plain and clear at certain sites along the Black Line. So far, I have seen nothing to indicate that the world is suffering or the world is dying. I have seen nothing to indicate that what happens at these places on the Black Line has anything to do with the health of the world.
Y entonces de pronto ahora yo les voy a decir a ellos que cada uno ponga sus yatcos para consultar, porque esa es la acción que tenemos que demostrar que sí, verdaderamente tenemos conexión con la naturaleza.
I agree that it would be a good idea for the mamas to consult and think more about what they're doing and consider how they communicate with us, because they need to show to us that they actually do have something to say. To show that places on the coast are connected to places higher up and directly affect them, we really have to go up the mountain and see the connection.
The lakes that are found high in the mountains are linked to the sea. Bubbles appear in the water, and the bubbles make the connection. That is how we communicate with the lakes and the sea, and with the mother. The waters speak.
The waters speak.
Inagani khabjigash inahi finaji khana ji amagba natum khabujikh nan mai to e mujigba abanu khaudin gujikhana abanu khaudin gujikhanja nadagali nakka khaygan koy alen to guna habaza qatobal hey kizna kuwanki nani ko yaga yabazin kwa khadziga ay hakika taji zna kon to na lagali nak hay amma bayka ti ite nauni nani ne to lo jiga ko to gala kinu kha abayan gu haba hangu gaw na manja ay awon ya baynan gon na manja nam مولاتو موزيكا باش قباش كوا شوي اتشا من قدي يا
I'm sorry, but the bubbles don't speak to us. We have to see the connection within this one. Jacinto, KI, what is our first possible date for going up the mountain?
Y entonces, última hora, vimos, hay unos grupos ilegales en la sierra nevada de Santa Marta. Y ya saben que van a subir un grupo de gente extranjera. Entonces es muy peligroso para nosotros.
Right. Obviously, we must cancel. We can't take the risk of going anywhere dangerous. How long will it take him to get up there, find things out, come back down again? We dare not fly up the mountain, even though we have a helicopter for the day.
ويا خوا انشي ايزو كيبو دمي نباتي نغنى تسان كذا مرباتاتشي ايجاتشي مقالاتشي مغاكوتشي اي ويا خوا زاجمي اي اغات مهنجين غاكي تدوى بالنشو هنا وتنا وشكتو كتو زي خدزيقاي جانغوا كي وقودو كينكي زاجموتشي
The indigenous tribes are so alarmed that they walked for days from communities on the world's highest coastal mountain to reach this site on the shore. Developers have dug a trench to drain the lagoons here. mangrove swamps teeming with life. The construction company says that building a port here is necessary for Colombia's growing mining industry and will create 5,000 new jobs.
Es un plano del esquema de ordenamiento territorial del municipio de Bulla. El sitio que ellos llaman Jucurba está a 12 kilómetros del occidente de esta línea. Aquí no existen zonas de pagamento, no existen comunidades indígenas.
Usted que no conoce, usted que no conoce. Nosotros somos dueños, estamos reclamando. ¿Y qué hacen tú?
Bueno.
De años no, de 500 años por allá.
Yo lo respeto inmensamente.
أما هنقول قلت ساينك جازم يخبرك بعد وتشغزنك مي خلاشاني ناخذك مطلشاني ناخذك قرشات شاني ناخذك لا بعد Hawas gato na kang kamang. Gato na kang malukong. Bunay na hay cookie. Ni khawizan hagle khay ni mama khazabinga gule gugada khane ni ai hawa khagi sunga ne hi ni atol sam khale appa. Engo kocha gugu kide.
¿Por qué estamos acá?
Nalang ni khadagatane ni man ahu khakut mo kun naki ni nafshaqchi ha zagwasha naski hekinu khana malay tung sai shize akaygi zagasha heki kaga hai hatakoi mele mijia huji migaganga Kagen mitsigwa kushija shuija tuwa. Ngocha sai matu enjini ni zaba tukane hinak shahi nalzgana. Okay.
Well, it's a beautiful day down here on the coast of Colombia, and behind me there's the snow visible on the mountain peaks of the Sierra Nevada. And it seems that the guerrillas have melted away like snowmen. The army is saying that they'll fly us up. The only problem is, this is the third day we've been waiting for the army helicopter because the weather has been lousy. So, our schedule's fallen apart. We're not at all sure what we're doing or how we continue. We hope that a helicopter is going to turn up today. It looks very good here, but apparently the weather where the helicopter is taking off from isn't so good. So, we'll see what happens. nothing else to do, the mamas have time for a Caribbean beach party. But they also consult the bubbles.
Wachakas kaha. Aina. Heka hakiwan heka hulune ki heka. Mkwai. Ya enga hokatukwa hokayahuka gunai. Nature. Habaga kutuka. Chakaingi hichi haba.
Mamas have restored the forest upriver, but at the estuaries, professionals are in charge.
Aman, I would like you to explain to the mama what your view is of damage to the river estuaries.
Yo soy biólogo y toda mi vida trabajé con peces de agua dulce. Los ríos sí son como una unidad, pero es una unidad que fluye, que se mueve, pero se mueve en una dirección. Y hay ciertos efectos que son muy claros de arriba a abajo, pero hay otros que son mucho menos claros de abajo a arriba. ¿Por qué? Porque no hay ninguna circunstancia que traslade ese efecto hacia arriba. El efecto hacia abajo es lógico, lo traslada el agua. Entonces, muchas cosas, la erosión, la deforestación, los parques altos, tienen efectos sobre las partes bajas, pero lo contrario no es muy evidente. Es más, no es evidente desde un punto de vista.
Hekilak tunku şittiyajane çunak ni meyli jawan şittiyajane çunak hiya az şittiyane gune haba nagainga guhato heki akupane ne kizagasha to nasıl ki tola çakma nasıl tola çakma hen şittiyajane to jigabiyak kavdaki ezo niulo kiga akone ataka kuyi naga kiga kuya ben ensna kay tarba wasın jirlamen dik hen arwenana Je vais avec nous. Et un moment tu es jeune, je coupe que ça gâche. Et qui va toi? Ni pas non, qui est là. Kaga. Wa khajapa naik. Wa khajanya merigon. Satchadi na kanamado. Bueno, aquí aden gamigan me le akhbam que chanchir de gakin.
Bueno, pero no explicó en qué forma ocurre. Es decir, la conexión de las lagunas de arriba a las de abajo es obvia. El agua corre hacia abajo y el agua lleva cosas. Pero, ¿qué lleva las cosas de vuelta de las lagunas de abajo a las de arriba?
Bueno, fue sin que van, fue hay que había pana, hay que guanana, había pana, como de tu no callado no. Una gente es me saki nazi nalaki. Mi hanzi geiga ni khanda zegu mi hanzi ni khanki hay huyaqdo mi hanzi zeni khanki ni hay alen tunkaki mi hanzi jini ni zabi khatocha hay haba kijuqa huya khawa shenta abuje baqa abuje gatsay ijogen hay ni khanki hay sopak pam khani khanki atami miyan khageiga shakha haba kijuqa kaiga hayne alen kaiga abuga no gini china dini ke he ki mijel no khanak boni no ge e hui guga kha gitin gai mi qawi je qabqa hui ji tuba gitin go gucha zengar de gejaq
nel de gedes na ngwaqt nas e qnad tunsh e ma tunsh nich زي جاغو النق khiba shudama ga fula jama gucha mashi kinasin ai khiba jahe zingahana ki uta sainuka ai khalta guiza chaki música ba jazz do shaki já música ba hin
Shina nalje hai sajoi ai hen sahika ni boy zadimai hai khaishan qa hai khaishan qa ye chi sankada inun kana ga tsaka ai sopak bakwe aban yusuni ata deba badan shuha aban yusuni nagna hanyu chihaba ragbetanuk anya jigawatsi ngoni kumpanya kasra ki akwa ai ka hukudo ki akwa wango tohanki yahe iza ai ka bukhani chakaba hanyu suni sopa hayak bakwe ni watema agbakwe haba hanan dula shika agbakwade kangas hanyu kawanki ni aksha ngwe hanyu ka kangwa Alang, gede hen, mi ben kok kahnya. Bocek saya mah tuh hen. Ang naik kami ben kok, ahi habak, agi sapanan, baik. Wen kana hen, mengan yikan nei, hata nyarak su, ni kagunan. Ni kawane, ya hen ki alusani ne henan alusani ne henan. Asenjine zananakte, asenjine kanan gojeznak, ya, bocah nat. Ini hin panane, bocah hikiga, gang kocana nakwale.
Wakamai naniki gulama dulajer shemichek, nasinki hanyumbana dulajer shemichek. Nogana hai kage ba kage ba no ichek lokaki hanyu gan ko chek shulama eni habana dulu shi khalok
gunene hina naji mi loka akaitua iskwadina kalkane hina naji sinaji khana hina naji lakaki chuna gze gunene kagama ilis aki imam iqwadi to hakina gze chuna gze
haba sinigi da khayba shankin na chak nigze la yana ko khassa na ko gadeni أتوقع تكون كمان وتجي على الجوجي خلوه خلنا ناس أكيد نعم كان وخا سنتش بتاعها هي هو يجي ما بتزي أكيد شيء كهو خفيفة خليك يا بس أبغى خليه خليه
ليلو كنان نوقعني أي سوما ساينغني وقهنا نازل كنا ذاك هاي هي إنا خلينا هينا خلينا أي كي يجوا خليكوا هي ناخذ أي خلقة إين دولاشين خلقة إيخا سنيجا خلقة أرواتش خلقة نوي هو نوقة أي خطة هاي مياقات دولاش تغي خطة دولاشا نجني خليقة نقصوزة أولك هاي نجي كوكوا هذا هاني خيهنا هو اسكو خجاء أي خجاء
ساكي أي ميكبيا كنا لكي Ai zukabala zigana uni hubaleti mawalde migabiak. Ave nukama koziraki huzi mayate piaba migabiapana shkagakwe. Aini magazahecha guapanehan Eizo Aluna muleto guiaba migabaina. Casa huaba zitana ainuha ijik zitu azheita waku. Azheita makochiga ganuha uni zitu guchiga kai guino ichengsha shibala manakusha guin wakwa uni zitu wasanze. Kimi halige togechiga gakwa aituhin jawa zana na migahon gwajini ni aiga ma hauhajiraya na lagale sai mon taize ga cigarna ni ha miya tune na zaka aina hauha ai khatoni ma hulok shagwe khanki sai kugwa sa khanga ba su mimi ga khongo jini ki miawati eni mabe ai kimi khalaishi eni joshinga magaza khacha gotugo chigarna ya ga ko isabi makodira yaga tiya nawa jawa haini kuhazi mnukama kodini jini na hubadaji magaza khacha gotoga ko aini jini ai hubadaji nagaza khacha gogale nale aini jini askaita wala charzna kanuse maninga nistunku naklegaki uba abu cigabanga uba na zishanu ha na gochiga aiki goto gochiga achaganu mama hai na yatai no ka tungo juga inale inki hi kiga tsine ngwe kha nan kapana chiga saki jini inki makako ine ubang na kan naklay
Well, this is the third night of our 2-day visit to the Siswama. We're not quite sure why we're still here. We needed to move on, and to do that, we needed mules and a helicopter. Mules to carry food and baggage, and a helicopter to carry the camera equipment. We got the mules. We didn't get the helicopter, and we don't know why. We have satellite phones, but they're not really working. All that we can do is receive text messages.
Why does your phone say it's 1728? You noticed that?
And so far, we have had 2. We believe they come from somewhere in the 21st century, but they are a bit mysterious. We got a text message this morning which said that the helicopter was about to take off. That was at 8:30 this morning. We waited, and we're still waiting. We'll see what happens tomorrow.
Ahang nazun kajo na kasalguan Washington kohen nuabi kwai. Nabulo enye ki mungshinga ungu kalga. mureto gaiha ki abuchi joni nesno kana tsozon to sai mato enye akanga enye akuhangu hana shasha to achipana pana ngomine hiki zaigarnu Henye ni henye tanane en yakbuna ne ki zabatu en yakbuna ne ki zabatu no bueno uche santamanta ay ni atuqa tuhanka atuqa buqam man yakbuna ne hen yakbuna ne che sankala no ganya gata ki kharbeziko doy mu koy khaqte no ganya agata ki kharbeziko Waktuake ya sikigu hen to iya ajikane arin koyo to ya hay galeni ne miyaki kanagem ay khatema landa ana an kakut katon فخذي هي أزيق تاني وش تجي كانت تنقطع بنا هي خذي نلجي هي فاكون كنوع من خاشة دق واتبل يا أنا كذي يوم
The Kogi say that damage at the bottom of the rivers, at the river mouths, affects the system up here. Do you believe that?
No creo, sé, porque todo lo que puedes hacer a un ecosistema arriba afecta el funcionamiento de abajo, y lo que funciona abajo también, como están actuando, afecta el funcionamiento de arriba. En este lago está cambiando la vegetación. Han sembrado especies de otros países, eucaliptos, cipreses, alrededor de la laguna. Esta vegetación evapora rápidamente el agua y afecta y compite con las especies de niebla. Estas nubes que llegan de las vertientes enfrían el agua y la condensan y escurre por los troncos y se acumulan en las rocas. Estas rocas son rocas madre, rocas de arenas que acumulan el agua como una esponja y sueltan esa agua abajo en las vertientes. Vemos que no solamente los ríos son entes muertos, son entes que están relacionándose con la fauna, con las aves, todo el proceso de dispersión de semillas, por ejemplo, se da de arriba abajo y de abajo arriba. También todo el tema de algunas especies que no sabemos por qué se encuentran arriba, como por ejemplo peces en las zonas de lagunas. Muchas veces se ha visto por trabajos que están asociados a migraciones de aves que llevan huevos de pescados en sus alas. Es por eso que en muchos países, por ejemplo como España, estas teorías han cambiado la forma de funcionar. Especialmente se están desarrollando trabajos para descanalizar los ríos que han sido canalizados en las partes bajas para mejorar el funcionamiento de los acuíferos en las partes altas.
It was beginning to fit together, and we'd had some good news. A world leader in marine biology had actually arrived on the coast to look at the sites and meet the mummers.
Well, one of the things that I'm very interested in is the way in which the Kogi view the natural world.
No kaiga ni agatse aviaktaina da jika ni agatse ni nuk wacha ni jagache ko aviakduka jijo.
The Kogi talk in quite a mystical way about the connections between the sea, the rivers, the lakes, the land. I can't see how that makes sense to a scientist.
Well, it makes a huge amount of sense, particularly here on the northern coast of Colombia. The Kogi talk about threads between these systems. Effectively, those systems really are very strongly connected.
Yung kway kuhe akawa ay abia kakugapana hananene henye kani haja umay nagate heki nuka heki jini na akzay buchakita saymato.
All along this coast, the development has disrupted the flow of water from the land towards the sea. And this has caused big problems in the whole area. Because of the very high evaporation caused by the heat, you end up with very large quantities of salt in the ground, which often kills the vegetation.
Hadi go na kiga sinigala hakal uchiga saina zimat mi hanji jini nanga ko sabat haba e khaga ko khabega tag fagone ni ay tunyi ay tuki gaban ka ay wahajene gaban ka khalga ne chak sagi ay buino kala fajar nas minga ki e kizana na hangwa no kan ko doy han namaga nasin ko khaga
Along this stretch of coastline in Colombia, you almost have in microcosm what is happening elsewhere in the Caribbean and also elsewhere on the planet. They're viewed that all these activities are really having a serious impact at a larger scale are quite right.
Yabe naz sugi game hin zabla chen hin ganga no wanga zabla chen hun weka gatan che kiga je kwan nga khaga carbon ay ayo khani je agna koya pega pan. حاجة ما طقطقطقطق حاجة كده كده يا حبيبي عليك صدق
Ajan que quise de
Esta operación hacemos nosotros, andamos guaqueando. Bueno, ya sacamos la olla esta, se le saca la tierra, así.
Un hueca zalguanga, bisaga zalguanga, zalguanga kagaba, hanna, kugiga tsahaba isha no khadang ate gwen, hanyina ekiga kwen, nukane kaga kawnjin he, guha, mailig nuka nabagisa hanchak zaga jakak potwa, kagaba washikia gwen.
Están enterradas. No, para topar una prenda esa, hay que trabajar por lo menos 4, 5, 6 meses para de pronto topar una prenda esa. Y eso estando muy de buena para toparlo. Y si no, no topa nada. Saca por ahí pollitas y otras cosas, pero el oro es trabajoso ya. Pero para ellos sí representa mucho. Porque eso es de los antepasados de ellos. Los legítimos dueños de esas prendas son ellos. No son los particulares. Pero como todo en la vida es trabajo, uno la busca para poder sobrevivir.
Naski gitse, amagay gitse tola chekton gakugay na kagaba gwashi, ay gizan gakugay jan na chek ma ni kamalesh ama makka ma gawm de jihi kagaba gwashi kya bayna. نقدر قلت لهم القشان وجمع القناة أنيك ناس طلع شق كوكي جتنين شنقا كوكي جانا بين قهنا نقضي.
No, pues yo al mamo le diría que a nosotros pues que nos disculpe.
أي من وقت هاي كي وقت أكوز نقة أخنك هذا نهي هذا قاجر جي كوالينغا إيه قصنجا خكو جي كواني نقانا نلقص تواصلنا أقاي ألين شامهين جي إكيها هذا أكون قلقا نيجي تشقطوا ميا جي قيا جي كولقصان نق ما نجي كو هنقول قلنا أسبوعنا ميجرنا.
Bueno, para mí, las guacamayas han dicho es por la destrucción de la naturaleza, que ya ellas no tienen a dónde sobrevivir, no tienen un paradero para llegar. Aquí hay un bosque para llegar, donde hayan semillas para ellas comer. Para mí es eso. Yo creo que por el asunto de la guaca no.
Hello, Alan. How are you?
Okay, fine. We've just managed to log on to Skype. You can hear us?
Yes, we can hear you, and please send my greetings from the Zoological Society of London.
Nos do la mexejan, o ba milen goy. Wana enke sai na dina dake. Ai nuba. Akan kana ai ga nuba atte. Agite nukha. Gune nuk ne kan nauqa jeko khamele na auqa nukha tel qagba.
In conservation, we have a problem because we tend to conserve an area without much thought to the special places in a geological time scale. So for species, there are areas that are like a refuge, which through geologic time have been extremely important for them to survive. And on the short term, we may remove these areas, and there may be no big effect. But in the long term, through history, the species can't persist when those special zones have disappeared. So in many ways, we're looking for much the same thing, is to understand where exactly these special sites are.
Wanene heini menga ki ainchi haba ainchi kai ainchi gakwe noka ainani kwe nanjani kukina goiniki akhadus kwa ainchi haba ai ho ai awa ho shagone ai ho khadira shaga khone ai adus kwa ai khana na digat.
We have to better understand connectivity, and right now we have a very basic understanding of how things interact and affect each other. And I believe that this is essential for our future security, to understand these special sites, to ensure that they're conserved.
Jonathan,
yes.
I want to try moving the computer to another location while we continue talking, if that's all right. See if it works any better. Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you fine.
The connection seems to be holding. And when I turn the computer around, you may be able to see the dolphins leaping, which are paying attention to this conversation, taking some degree of interest.
Well, it's an important one.
It is very extraordinary to hear that these kind of origin sites that the Indians are talking about make sense to you as well. This won't come as a surprise, certainly comes as a surprise to me, and I think will come as a surprise to a lot of people.
I don't find it such a surprise, really, though. I mean, people living with nature understand a lot more about it, obviously, than a world that has become much and really disconnected from it. Living with nature, you realize that certain species have certain strongholds or certain refuge areas that are essential to them. They're telling us something from their experience, which we should easily recognize, but for some reason we find it very difficult. And I think it's very important to have that message. And they're the ones that are going to know these particular areas in the forest that will be important for the long-term survival of species. So I think we have much to learn from them.
The final estuary, the final place to lay the thread, Cienega Grande, the Great Lagoon.
Akan kalimuan ko juga pakuan. Ucakin ang kuay. Dia kasya panan. Akan ki ayah dengan gada he kamaya dengan kanan. Ucak mencoba kasi pakuan dengan tanya.
I think this really illustrates the Kogi concept of threads between different parts of this ecosystem.
Okay.
Kasa kajin shulama shi sai kajin zan kawashe guna. Guna ne kai ga haba haitu na kuce kanate. Nogana kai ga jiyo haitu na gunkal.
Gold does not decay.
Does not decay. Eswamas were dressed in gold.
Now it is
Now it is wealth and has all been plundered. This was the material bridge to life, vitalizing the water. The Eswamas are stripped. The water dries out.
The water dries out.
How will we live?
How will we live?
I thought the journey was over. But now the mamas took over the filming, simply saying that without hope, all this would be pointless.
Aglaya gatse, Santa Marta guni ay rubagi kaya ay naman guanga, aduk kanaduk kang wakol. Nis kakanaw kagwang na hangwa ko ga ekakalda, naguna na may hangki, azukay taki na laki. Ikiga bakalga, guanga.
I thought this was the mamas' journey, and I would film what happened to them. But in fact, they were taking me on a journey. they see a possibility of hope if we listen.